Yo, check it out, right? Now, what helped me like understand like what was going on with me is looking at other people's stories and looking at stuff that happened to other people in the past, right? And then when I started seeing stuff that was happening to me in plays they was trying to lay down on me, I was able to say, damn, I remember when this motherfucker shit was on the news and somebody was talking about this happening to them, or this celebrity said this happened to them, or this political figure, this shit happened to them. I was able to see stuff unfolding in my life that happened to other people. You understand what I'm saying? So I was able to put the shit together because I knew who I fell out with and I knew who my enemies were. I knew it was the government. I knew it was the religious motherfuckers. I knew it was these secret society motherfuckers. So then I was like, damn, that's who did all this shit to all these other motherfuckers, man. They fell out with certain people, not knowing that they belong to these organizations, man, and these motherfucking religions and all this shit. And then these motherfuckers was blackballing them and pulling strings on them. And taking their life and all kind of shit, putting them in prison, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So when like it's this one chick now, she was in the army. She didn't want to be in that shit. She went for the advertisement and shit. What they were saying, she thought she was finna like come up off of that shit or something. So she went to that shit and she was having issues with that shit because she a female and then she like a feminine female. She ain't no man type bitch to be doing all that army shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was having issues and running her mouth and all kind of shit, right? So now they kicked her out and she's home, but she's having issues. She don't even know that army motherfucker is blackballing her, putting strings on her for causing the problems that she caused in that army shit to get out because she didn't want to be there and was causing all kind of problems. And now they blackballing her and pulling strings on her and shit like that. So she don't understand why she going through all this shit. But then she believing the shit that they saying about her. Because you got to remember, when they came after me, you got to remember the government came after me. And the motherfucking religious motherfuckers, the secret society shit came after me. That's how I'm in the condition I'm in. But what they tried to do was tell me I'm crazy. They tried to put me through all this shit and then try to label me as crazy and try to label me as this, and this, and this, right? And I'm sitting here saying, bitch, I ain't never been crazy. Like, I ain't never had no motherfucking mental issue before. Or nothing like, motherfucker, I'm a college graduate. You know what I'm saying? I got A's and B's in college. What you mean? Only reason I was doing bad in school because I wasn't going to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Then when I was going out in that bitch chilling, I wasn't even like doing none of that shit. But when I decided to get my GED, I took the GED the same day. They was taking the test when I went to the GED shit. And I was told the teacher, man, let me take the motherfucking test, man. Like, fuck, like, going through all this shit. Just let me take the test since they take the test. And then I talked to their ass and let me take the test. And I took the test and passed that bitch. The first day, I ain't studied shit. I ain't even been to no more. I dropped out of school. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been no dumb motherfucker, no retarded motherfucker. Nothing. But I'm seeing what they be doing. They got people that's in the religions, in the organizations, and work for the government and shit, right? And they send them to start treating you like you crazy, to make you think you doing crazy. Got all kind of people that's in that shit saying, "Oh, you crazy, you this and you this and this and this." See, they creating the atmosphere for it to try to see if they can make you believe it. And then motherfucker, like, cause they try to tell me to go take a crazy test or to go see the psych or some old crazy ass shit, right? I went to this shit And they motherfuckers, but no psych ever said I was crazy. Every time I went to a site, them motherfuckers like, man, ain't shit wrong with you. But it's the motherfuckers, government officials and these motherfuckers, religious motherfuckers that's trying to create an atmosphere and try to act like I'm crazy. You gotta remember, when I got out of prison, they didn't even send me home from prison. They put me on inpatient, dog. Because when I was in prison, man, motherfuckers was lying on me on tickets and saying all this shit about me. And even though I did do some of this shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do some of this shit. But the motherfuckers was trying to paint an image of me as a crazy motherfucker. And they was saying shit and making up shit that I wasn't even doing for everybody on the block and in the unit, to hear it, to hear them screaming some shit and slamming my window or taking my food and all this shit, right? And motherfuckers can't see me because I'm in the cell. They just see the officer out there yelling and slamming the window and slamming the slot and all this shit. So they think I'm doing that shit. You see what I'm saying? But they was creating an atmosphere for me. You see what I'm saying? They write me all these tickets, lying on me and all this shit, right? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I did do the shit sometimes. After they kept saying that shit, I started doing that shit for a minute, right? But they was lying on me, man. So when it was time for me to get out of prison, they already done created all this fake paperwork to make it seem like I was crazy. So when the other time we got out of prison, these motherfuckers put me on inpatient. They ain't even seeing me home on parole. These motherfuckers put me on inpatient. So I'm in the inpatient shit with these motherfuckers in this bitch. But the therapist nigga, psychologist, like a real psychologist, therapist motherfucker. Not these fake motherfuckers who they got doing the shit now. And the only reason why they doing that shit now is because they know that real psychologists ain't finna allow no nigga. Make no fake ass paperwork on them nigga. Cause I can people that could call them motherfucker. Some kind of fake ass therapist shit. And some of them niggas in jail they show right now. But they got acting like they some kind of fake ass therapist. So real. But they sent me to the inpatient shit with the real therapist. And that motherfucker seen I wasn't no crazy shit. This motherfucker let me out early. I was hanging out in that bitch, fucking bitches who working that motherfucker, all kind of shit. Because they saw that the paperwork wouldn't the person that they was seeing. You see what I'm saying? When you read that paperwork that they was writing about me, you think, damn, this nigga crazy as hell. But they was meeting me and saying, like, there ain't nothing wrong with this motherfucker. This motherfucker got more sense than the rest of these motherfuckers around this bitch. Home motherfuckers who working this bitch, this nigga got more sense than. You see what I'm saying? So they was hanging with me, people who worked in that motherfucking inpatient shit. I'm getting all kind of special favors and all kind of shit because I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then the motherfucking therapist nigga let me out early. And then when I came home, I went and started a non-profit corporation on my own. Did nobody help me do nothing. So for a crazy motherfucker to go and start a business that y'all say crazy, to go start a business as soon as you get out. And then I went to college because I was one of the bitches at the inpatient shit that worked in that bit. Is who signed me up for college. Like, nigga, when you get up out this bitch, go to college, man, and get you this little degree shit and get through this shit and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? She signed me up. So when I went home, I went to the college shit like she said. Then I got on my feet, went and started me a non-profit corporation. Then I went and started renting out the Northwest Activity Center and was holding meetings in that bitch with the community. And when they saw that, because it was proof that they lied on me and wrote all this fake paperwork on me trying to say I'm crazy. But when you look at my actions and see me, it's the actions of somebody that's sane. Somebody that know what the fuck they doing, that can't be crazy to go to college, getting A's and B's and C's in college. And I took a major and a minor. at the same time. I didn't go and just take no one thing. I took criminal justice and social work at the same time, and was getting A's and B's and that bitch. You see what I'm saying? And a couple of C's, and a D. You know what I'm saying? But for a crazy motherfucker to do this, that was enough proof that, man, nothing crazy about this motherfucker. And I graduated from college. I do have an associate's degree. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I told you I went to start a nonprofit corporation, was holding meetings in the community. And when I had my meeting, man, a bunch of motherfucking young motherfuckers showed up to come in that bitch and see what I had to say. And so you got to think, they were looking at all this shit. The person they done lied on and all this paperwork shit, trying to make it seem like I was crazy. Now they seeing me graduating from college. They see me that started a nonprofit corporation. They see me holding meetings, talking to motherfuckers in the community. Man, they wasn't finna let me do that shit after they done lied on me, because that's all the proof to show they lied on me. And then to make it seem like, they try to make it seem like I had an issue with bitches and shit, like with the correction officer bitches, because them the bitches who was writing all the tickets in line and doing all this shit, the fuck over me and shit. So when I get out, I ain't had no problem with no bitches since I've been out. I done had a relationship with some of the baddest bitches you can see. You know what I'm saying? When I got out, I was what? I was 40 years old or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't think 40 years old when I got out of that motherfucking shit. 41 or something. I met a bitch at college. When I went to that college, I met a badass little bitch at college, right? This bitch was like 25 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bad little 25-year-old bitch. You know what I'm saying? So just think, man, they seeing me with this badass little bitch. The person who they done said I was crazy and that I ain't know how to control myself and all this shit. And then after her, nigga, I done had bad bitch after bad bitch after bad bitch. All my bitches be bad who I be fucking with. And younger than me. You see what I'm saying? So they looking like, damn, I thought y'all said he was crazy. This motherfucker ain't moving like he crazy. You know what I'm saying? But then they realized that, damn. Then I made that book. I wrote the book while I was in prison. While them bitches was putting me in segregation for 5 years, I wrote this motherfucking book. You know what I'm saying? So when I got out, I self-published my shit. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't have nobody telling me what to do or showing me what to do. I was doing that shit on my own, figuring that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Something what a crazy motherfucker can't do. You see what I'm saying? And when they saw that and realized that I had that book and I was teaching that book and reading that book on the internet and all kind of shit, right? And then they saw me laying down moves for my organization that I created and all the shit that I had wrote out that I was going to do when I get out. When they saw me doing it, and then they saw my business plan, because see, you got to realize, like, if you got a business, you got to register your shit with the government. So when they saw that shit, and then you had, like, church motherfuckers, because my own mama is the one who threw me under the bus. I didn't even know that my mama was no motherfucking Mason, Eastern Star shit, or none of that shit. Zeta Phi Beta shit. I ain't know none of that shit, you know? But I knew that when I invited her to come to my meetings that I was holding, she was sitting there plotting on her own son, trying to figure out how she could steal my ideas and the shit I was doing to go run back to this organization shit to act like she on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then having them motherfuckers come and cause problems at my meeting. That was her behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then she took my information and gave it to her sorority, these Zeta Phi Beta bitches. Then, and to the city, Oak Park gave my, because they work in the city. them Zeta Phi Beta motherfuckers and all them Christian motherfuckers, Jehovah's Witness ass shit and all that shit. So she gave all my shit to these motherfuckers, and I'm seeing them implementing my shit and doing my shit. But then coming after me when they seeing me doing shit because they wanted to be the ones doing it. And not this crazy motherfucker out of prison who y'all say crazy. That's where all my problems came from. These motherfuckers went after me because of that business plan and all the shit I was trying to do. Or they felt I was unworthy to do. That's why all my problems come from them feeling I'm unworthy to do the shit I was doing. And I ain't even want to talk about them motherfucker religious motherfuckers. It ain't just the Christian motherfuckers. It was all them motherfuckers, them Jew niggas, them Muslim niggas, and the motherfucking Christian niggas that was mad that I was doing all this shit. You see what I'm saying? They still seeing me doing shit and trying to shoot my shit down, and then having all these motherfuckers that they trying to put in a position to do my shit when they see me doing it. I'm trying to block me from doing shit. That's the shit I'm going through, man. I ain't just going through this shit for nothing. These bitches assassinate my character and they got me blackballed and they blocking everything I do. I just went to try to get a guard card to be a security guard. The shit I went to supposed to take 4 days. This shit going on 2 months. You see what I'm saying? How the fuck is taking some 4-day shit? How this shit going on 2 months? So that let me know that they still blocking me. And then you got to realize they got like they be on the Zoom call with all the motherfuckers from all over America. They have a Zoom call like every week or every week or something. So they already done put me and telling motherfuckers about me and all this shit already in the Zoom shit. So motherfuckers already know to be on the lookout for me. So when I come to certain places, they already on the Zoom. They already know my mama done put a picture on there for these motherfuckers. You know what I told them? You know what I'm saying? So they already know, damn, yeah, he just popped up here. He in this city. And then, see, and once I saw how they was coming after me, it made me understand all the shit I done heard people in the past saying happened to them. And this is how some of them motherfuckers done been killed. Some of them motherfuckers done been put in prison. Some of them motherfuckers done, like, let the motherfuckers trick them and sue them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so I saw all the shit they was doing to me, and then I was looking at all the shit I done heard that happened to people in the past. And I was like, damn, that's these motherfuckers doing it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I came here, I went to the store when I first got here. And a little female came down to the store, right? And like we got to talking or whatever, right? It got cool. It seemed like a random incident. But I later realized, man, they sent her down there. They was already tracking me. I already told you they had been following me all the whole time. So when I showed up here and motherfuckers found out I was here, they already knew to send somebody at me. So that's why I be telling people, man, y'all be thinking y'all meeting motherfuckers. Man, y'all ain't meeting no motherfuckers. Motherfuckers tracking you. They already know where you at and they sending people coming to you. And they still sending people at me now. People coming. But I just know all the signs. I know all the symbols. I know all the shit to look for. I could look and tell by a necklace. I could look and tell by a ring. I could look and tell by a tattoo. I could look and tell by shit person got on. I could look and tell by shit motherfuckers saying if they part of this shit. So they can't send nobody at me no more and think I'm a fall for this shit. Cause they done did it enough times for me to now I know how the shit go. But like I said, man, I ain't never in my life let somebody do something to me and not do nothing. Like, I don't give a fuck about no police. I don't give a fuck about no going to no court. I don't give a fuck about damn none of this shit. Ain't nobody going to do nothing to me and think that that shit just sweet. Man, you motherfuckers ruin my life, man. Ruin my motherfucking life and then try to assassinate my character. Dog, y'all ain't seen half of the shit that I be doing. That I do to motherfuckers. Y'all ain't even seen half of that shit.